From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. As that sails over the end line.
Go. Waiting.
I smell fear. Check.
Great.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 48-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's a second down run with Sanders. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. He stiff arms him. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Kill. Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Wade. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the ship.
R52. Hey, high 7.
From the 39, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's second down.
at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Check.
Round 80.
Check. 53's mark.
Alert.
Here we go.
Blue draw Corker.
Here's Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Round 80.
Check 53.
First down.
On play action, Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Record.
On play action, Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. High throw, but he makes the catch. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Lucky. This by 7. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Alpha.
Slam, slam.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run. It's Sanders. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Check 43. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check the backer. Check the call. Blue Dan.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Check 45. Check.
37.
Heavy on the edges.
Okay, solid.
Watch safety creeping.
Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Hey, tight.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Foxtrot.
59.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Wade. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen running the option to the left. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Showing it.
56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down. at the
53.
45-yard line.
53 is the money.
Middle.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. Here we go. 53.
Throwing on second and long.
Here we go.
Allen.
Field.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check, check, 59. Watch the run. They're
Hey,
running.
home.
Smooth.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Alert flare, alert flare.
And here's Allen throwing again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Throwing on third and long. Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a first and 10 at the 17.
Check 59. Mike,
From the gun, it's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
get him.
To the air, Allen. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Middle.
On first down, Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. Allen now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Allen going to throw again. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, Charlie. Double. No.
Hey, switch gears. Watch out.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Check 99.
Man 5-7.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Back.
Shift.
Wide motion. Shift.
Ram.
Shift. No.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
X3, 218, chopper.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Another run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Check 52.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay,
T.J. Yeldon. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, forward, Tokyo!
You get block me. You get
Bravo! Kill.
44.
Greystone, travel.
Go. Both balls are mine.
Man 5-7. Lynch 5-3.
Now Wentz. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Over here.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check 26. SOS. Check.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
45 is Mike.
Lion.
I'm coming. Kill.
Go.
Kill. Shift. Check nickel.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
56.
To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Switch it.
Alert! Hey, Zoo!
Back to throw. Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The quick slant caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Eagles, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.